I just reposted an interview with Jillian Michaels. So fucking random. The lady from Biggest Loser is interviewing fucking whistleblowers of UAPs. And some fucking whistleblower for UAPs. I don't know who the hell he is. Some government official. But he just confirmed that they have been in contact with aliens. Like I said, hello guys, love this. Every fucking day. It's like I say something and then like the next day, like in an interview, some like whistleblower says exactly what I said. So I've been saying since the 1950s they've been in contact with our government. 75 years they've had to seed our realities. So in that interview, what was the guy talking about? Hybrid alien programs. So here's the deal. They're telling me they didn't hurt anybody. They did abduct people though. But they're not saying like it wasn't like abduction. It was like, you know, like they like had to take people and it's like hard to explain, guys. Yeah, they did have to like take people because they had to like start like because they had to hybridize our souls. So starting in the 50s, they had to start like experimenting with hybridization, unfortunately. And that's like where we get all those stories from. But they did that on purpose. Like they did that on purpose, like this. So like the fact that the alien hybridization information is coming out right now is again to seed our subconscious and start bringing that to our conscious awareness, the idea of hybridization. That's the only thing it's doing. It's not necessarily true, so if it's scaring you right now, again, detach from that. Because the greater strategy here is just to seed our subconscious. So, yes, obviously the media is going to spin it negative. Oh my gosh, they're stealing us, they're abducting us with this, like, hybrid alien program. Oh my gosh, blah, 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 scary, right? But the truth of it is that especially what I've been told, is that we're all fucking hybrid. We're already the fucking hybrids. We're already here, bro. We're all fucking hybrids. Every fucking person's a hybrid. Now, here's the deal, though. It depends what you're hybridized with. Some of us are hybridized with our higher selves, our multiplanetary souls. Some of us are actually hybridized with our lower selves and our multiplanetary selves, which is like the evil people of the world, right? They're actually doing a lot better in the universe than they are in the other one where they fucking come from. They're a little bit more humane, I've been told, which is interesting. Well, because, like, they're telling me, like, over in their other universe, their parallel lives, they have, like, full reign and shit. So it's, like, over here, they're really reined in, they're telling me, which is really interesting because I'm like, this is their reined in behavior? Geocides and raping and trafficking children? That's their... Okay, well, there you go. So, anyway, like, they're saying, like, just like our light has been dimmed, their darkness has been dimmed in a sense. So, and then, you know, there's a bunch of earth seeds where they're just hybridized with their parallel lives. So we're all hybridized with our parallel selves. We're all hybridized with our parallel selves. Our parallel souls are parallel selves. But all of us have different experience in the universe. So that's where that's like where the star seeds come in and stuff. The chosen ones, 144,000, the light workers. We come from like really nice diplomatic planets that are ascended. And already are. Like they're way past, like we're so yeah. So it's like not a big deal. But I just like love this because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Every time this happens, I'm like, bro. It's so much proof now. I'm like, bro. Okay, anyway. This is so exciting. Being a psychic is so exciting, right? But then being a psychic and like having stuff exactly line up with your channels is like a whole different story. It's like a whole different level of euphoria and like happiness you feel in your brain. Because like I've been fighting so hard on like I'm a nut job, I'm crazy. Because like the shit I say is like kind of nuts, bro. Some of the shit that they tell me, you know, I held back a lot in the reptilian stuff. They told me that a year ago and never said shit about that because I was like, hell the fuck no. Now they're giving me a lot of stuff about med beds and stuff, and I really don't want to talk about it because I'm like, oh, I don't want to like let people down, you know. But it's like, you know, it is bold, grand claims of shit. But God keeps telling me don't limit him. Do not limit God. He's like, you puny little humans, like you're just not prepared for what a miracle is. Like, he did that on purpose, though. He did that on purpose so we'd all be surprised and stuff. So yeah, I just thought That was really exciting. So that's the only reason these hybrid programs are coming up right now. It's not to attach onto and get scared and paranoid that some aliens are going to come take you away or some shit. It's literally just to seed into your subconscious the idea of a hybrid soul, a hybridization program. So that when we tell you the actual truth about what's going on down here, you won't completely collapse. Your nervous system and your brain won't collapse. So now this is great, honestly, because now a bunch of people's nervous systems and brains aren't going to collapse when we have to tell them that, yeah, it's been happening, bro, and actually a whole bunch of fuck ton of people are actually born right now and living on this planet with alien hybrid souls. And that's just like how Ascension works. Yep, so that's yeah. I'm like, I wonder how they did Yeshua's time then. Were we all alien hybrid souls then? They're like, yeah, only the light workers though. They're saying that's what's different about this time actually than Yeshua's time, because in Yeshua's time the level of deception was on such a different, it was so much lower. 555 as I say this. Like, because like you could easily control people if you just had like power and influence back then. Now it's like a totally different, so like so much more gate kept in secret and like impenetrable, like the upper class. Back then it was kind of like you just overthrow them and kill them and shit, you know. Sorry, I hate to say that, but that's like kind of what it is. Like you just go to their house and like bring a bunch of people and like overthrow them, and then, you know, like the guards there would obviously just like agree to be on your side because what the fuck are they gonna do, you know, kind of thing. Here it's like, well, if we take out Donald Trump, and even if we took out his entire cabinet, there are still hundreds of people, thousands potentially, I hope it's not more than thousands, that would just be able to step in for him or like take over in a different area, you know what I'm saying? Like, so intricate. So that's again why I'm like so convinced the aliens are coming, because there's no way these people are just gonna like be like, yep, we were wrong, we're gonna start being accountable and responsible and like oopsie daisies and like let's make the society great. Like, nope. So again, all this disclosure and stuff is making me think, yep, aliens are coming. And again, it's like coincidentally lining up with all the shit that I predict. So yeah, don't be afraid, don't give into paranoia, but there is actually some truth to the hybridization program that they're sharing right now. But it's we're already hybridized, guys. We're already here, we're already hybridized. It's that part's over. Now we just gotta like, but what I will say is I can tell them, I hate to fucking say this shit, that my alien DNA is activating. That's what the Schumann resonance has been doing, I realized. You know how for like a year it's been going wacky and shit? It's totally activating our alien DNA, because it's activating parts of me that like I did not have the capabilities or abilities to like have, or like there's like this awareness that's coming in my brain now that's like different, and like I can stand up for myself and like all this crazy shit suddenly, you know what I'm saying? Like, also our spiritual gifts got activated, so I'm like, yeah, it's interesting because I can tell again like my human self from like my alien self, which has been really freaking me out lately. But honestly, it's also been really helpful because there's moments in like in my reality where like my human self comes up, like fear, or like I don't want to speak up or I don't want to say anything, and then I'm like, bitch, too bad, get your little alien self out here right now, like get. Some people could call it like you know, channeling their inner teenager, so you know, that rebellious side of you. But like for me, it's like my alien self, bro, because I can tell my human self, because because I'm around my family, and they all mirror my human self back to me, basically, and like where they're not able to make different choices and decisions that I am able to do and break free from the chains of their illusions. So this is going to be very interesting times we have ahead of us, kids. This is good stuff though. Good stuff. Keep it coming, God. You're making me live my dreams out here.